Hello everyone, in this video we will draw and label the scheme of the lungs. The lungs consist of bronchial tree and the alveolar tree, which begins with the respiratory bronchioles and ends with the pulmonary alveoli. Intrapulmonary bronchi are aligned by ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelium. So now I am drawing the detail of this epithelium. All cells rest on the basal membrane, but their nuclei are in the different lines. This epithelium is ciliated, and among the epithelial cells you can find goblet cells with a very light cytoplasm full of mucus. Beneath the epithelium is the lamina propria of mucosa, which formed by loose connective tissue, and the lamina propria contains seromucous glands, also called bronchial glands. A number of these glands decreases traveling towards the periphery. I'm drawing the serous cells with pyramidal shape. Their cytoplasm is basophilic, and mucous glands, mucous cells with periphery located nuclei and very light cytoplasm. Next layer is the fibrocartilaginous layer, which contains small islands of hyaline cartilage. These are islands of hyaline cartilage and smooth muscle cells with spindle shape and nuclei in the center of these cells. And the last layer is the adventitia, also is formed from loose connective tissue. So this is the intrapulmonary bronchi. The respiratory bronchioles are the first part of the alveolar tree. The respiratory bronchioles are aligned by simple low columnar epithelium, gradually decreases in size and loses cilia until it transitions into simple squamous epithelium at the openings of the pulmonary alveoli. So this is the detail of this epithelium. Cuboidal cells in one layer with round nuclei. Next layer is lamina propria mucosa, loose connective tissue without seromucous glands. Next layer contains smooth muscle cells, very thin layer of smooth muscle cells, also without islands of hyaline cartilage. and the last layer is also formed by loose connective tissue. This is respiratory bronchial. The alveolar ducts are tubular structure. Each respiratory bronchial gives rise to an alveolar duct that continues into the alveolar sacs, and alveolar sacs are dilated spaces lined by alveoli. So the next level is alveolar ducts. That continue into alveolar sac. So this is the alveolar duct. The air continues into the alveolar sac and individual alveoli. So this is the sac, and here is alveoli. Now we focus on the detail of the interalveolar septum, which is fibrous plates separating individual pulmonary alveoli. So this is the septum. The interalveolar septum contains continuous capillaries which are lined by endothelial cells. Endothelial cells are squamous or flattened cells. With flattened nuclei. And inside you can find erythrocytes. The alveoli are lined by a simple layer of flattened type 1 pneumocytes. From each side. So this is type 1 pneumocytes, and the alveoli are aligned also by cuboidal type 2 pneumocytes with round nuclei and secreting granules which contain surfactant. The very important blood-air barrier is a thin layer which function to allow the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the air and blood. This barrier is composed of 3 sublayers. First is cytoplasmic processes of type 1 pneumocytes, cytoplasmic processes of endothelial cells, and their continuous basal lamina. So now we label the scheme. Here you can see intrapulmonary bronchi with ciliated pseudo stratified columnar epithelium with goblet cells uh, islets or plates of hyaline cartilage, serum mucous glands, and smooth muscle cells. Here is a respiratory bronchial bronchioles with simple cuboidal epithelium, um, this tubular structure is a alveolar duct. Here you can see alveolar sac and alveoli. Intraalveolar septum with capillary, interalveolar septum with continuous capillary, type 1 pneumocytes, um, squamous cells, and type 2 pneumocytes. This is cuboidal cell with secretory bodies. So thank you very much for your attention.